Ladies and gentlemen, what's going on? Welcome to Today in Hip-Hop. I am your host, the legendary Noah Jones, and I got some great news for you guys today. Some great hip-hop news. We got an update on TK. We got Kanye West's wife, Kim Kardashian, a photographer of hers. He got into some drama, so they talking about him online. And Lil Bow Wow. Everybody remember Lil Bow Wow? Shad Moss Bow Wow? We're going to talk about that young man also today. So look, first and foremost, I want to thank everybody for tuning in. This episode is sponsored by NoahJonesNews.com, where you will find the home of the hottest rapper with the hottest songs and the hottest videos in the game right now. Yes, sir. All right, so let's get into it. Today in hip-hop, I'm your host, Noah Jones. First and foremost, we're going to go into this update about TK. TK, man, we talked about him on episode 1. This is episode 2. And the sentence just came down, man. They have given your boy TK 55 years in prison and a $10,000 fine. So here we go. Recently, it was revealed that TK was to be sentenced for his involvement in the murder of a 21-year-old man in 2016 during a home invasion. Since then, news surfaced noting that TK has received 55 years in prison, along with a $10,000 fine for the murder. Along with that, TK was given 30 years in prison for 1 count of aggravated robbery and 2 13-year sentences for 2 more counts of aggravated robbery related to the home invasion. The young rapper will be serving the sentences simultaneously, which means he's not going to get out until he's about 70 years old. So this young man basically threw his whole life in the garbage playing in the streets. He ain't even get a chance to live out his 20s before he threw his life away. I don't think you guys understand how serious that is. You know what I mean? Who knows what the future's going to be like in 55 years from now? You know, when you got guys like Elon Musk talking about integrating the human brain with artificial intelligence and merging us with robots. So TK is going to be in jail for 55 years. He's going to miss every single thing. Also, he ain't never going to get no more ass. He will never be able to sleep with a woman for the rest of his life. So he went from aspiring rapper, aspiring artist, to 55 years in prison in a short amount of time, in a heartbeat, in a blink of an eye. This is ridiculous, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, it's a shame. Like I said, I hate the fact that something like this has happened to him. But look, I always say, you know, you do something stupid, you're going to win a stupid prize. Stay out of the streets. Do something more productive with your life. There's nothing wrong with getting out there and working a regular job. See, here's the thing. Feeding your family is feeding your family. You see what I'm saying? People get more praise for going to jail and getting out of jail than doing the right thing. I don't know where the shift came in, but I know a long time ago, you know, a working man was praised. You know, and if you ask some of these young women, they'll tell you that they men are bums because they men don't want to work. They just want to lay around and sit on the couch all day and play NBA 2K. You know, there's a lot of women out there dating some bum ass niggas right now. So that being said, you know, there's nothing wrong. It's admirable. Get out there, get a job, get 2-3 jobs, provide for your family, provide for your kids, do things to benefit their future. Look how many memories this guy is going to miss out on. No touring. He will not be able to go overseas. He will not be able to digest any foreign culture. He won't be able to see how they do things in Japan or China or Thailand or Boca Raton or nothing. Brazil, nothing. He's going to be behind bars. 55 years, man. I pray for that young man. Man, it's just crazy. Message to everybody out there that's living a street life. There's only a couple of options. In the days of the internet, you're going to go to jail. You're either going to go to jail or you're going to be dead. It's not like the old days where you could really make money. Everybody's snitching. Everybody's snitching. Look at Tekashi 6ix9ine. Everybody's snitching. There's no way you're going to get away with it. And since you're not going to get away with it, why do it in the first place? It's a wasted effort. You know what I mean? It is a wasted effort. Sorry about your boy TK, man. It's, my prayers are with his family. And my prayers also go out to the person that was involved who lost his life during a home invasion robbery. But, stay out of the streets, man. That karma. You do stupid things and stupid things happen to you. All right, so here we go. We're moving on to the next story. We're going to talk about Kim Kardashian's photographer. She got many. This is just one of them. His name is Marcus Hyde. He's worked with Kim Kardashian, Kanye, Ariana Grande. He's been accused of bribing models for nude photos and sexual misconduct during photo shoots. Dude was a perv, basically. From what people are saying, he's a perv, allegedly. You know what I mean? And here's the crazy part about it. You getting a chance to work with all these different people. You're around all these celebrities. But I guess that doesn't count if you don't have any game. See, a lot of these people, they hustling backwards. You shouldn't be in a position where you have to trade your services for sexual favors. What you should be doing is grinding and working on your craft so the women that you're trying to impress will be coming to you. If you do it that way, you ain't got to worry about any of that. There ain't going to be no allegations and no misconduct because they want you. See, this guy obviously is not an alpha male. He's not an alpha male. Alpha males don't do stuff like this. He has no game, and he's not an alpha male. So he's probably socially awkward. So let's dig deeper into it. It says, okay, model Charlie Q, as in QU, also accused Hyde of raping her in 2012. While other models shared their stories of Hyde's allegations and alleged misconduct while working together. That's crazy. Says the allegations started surfacing after Los Angeles-based model Sanaya Nash shared an alleged exchange with Hyde, who said that he would do a free shoot with her if she sent him nude photos. When Nash refused to send the nude photos, Hyde told her that the shoot would be $2,000 and telling her, yeah, gotta see if you worth it. So he's basically trying to extort her. You know what I'm saying? And he's trying to exploit his services when it comes to his photography. There's a million photographers out there. You know what I mean? So this is just crazy. So it says Nash's screenshot of the conversation was shared by Instagram page of Diet Prada, which has 1.4 million followers. Various models called out Hyde following the post, including Kim Basinger and Alec Baldwin's daughter, Ireland Baldwin, who commented he's not even worth it though. Photographer Walter Brady called out Hyde, who he considered a friend. Brady referenced Hyde's serious car accident last year that nearly took his life, writing, "When you crashed, people were sick. People cried over you and prayed for you every night. This hurts the people who you know the most because you don't be hurts the people because you don't be on this shit in person. You had a second chance in life, and this is how you use it. I'm disgusted. Now you got your comments turned off instead of addressing this shit properly." So he doesn't even want to address it on social media. He doesn't even want to give his response. See, that's the thing. If you let somebody else steer the narrative and you don't at least respond and say something, they're going to run with the narrative that's already out there. So the first thing he should have did was get ahead of it and get out there and address the situation. Because what's going on is because nobody's hearing from him, they're going to automatically assume that everybody who's talking they trash is telling the truth. So it's making him look even worse. You know what I mean? This is crazy. So since then, in light of the allegations against Marcus Hyde, both Kim Kardashian and Ariana Grande, who both worked with him, addressed the situation. Ariana took to Instagram first, writing, "I've read some of the shocking and really heartbreaking stories. I hate that this is a conversation, but please do not shoot with photographers who make you uncomfortable or make you feel like you need to take your clothes off if you don't want to. If you want to, sick. But if you don't, please don't. If they tell you you have to pay more if you're clothed, that's messed up, and I'm sorry that that's happened to you. I promise there are so many respectful, nice, talented photographers out there." That's a quote from Ariana Grande. Now, Kim Kardashian says, She shared her little statement on Instagram as well, which reads, I've been reading all of the messages and stories from women regarding inappropriate and inexcusable behavior of a photographer that I have worked with in the past. My own experiences have been professional, and I am deeply shocked, saddened, and disappointed to learn that other women have had very different experiences. I stand in full support of every woman's right to not be harassed, asked, or pressured to do anything they are not comfortable with. So bottom line, if you listen to these people, the allegations, dude is a perv, and because he's probably socially awkward and because he probably, has no game, he's thinking that he can use his photography business as a means to not only get chicks, but to pressure them and put them in situations where they send him nude photos, which also can be used against them later on. Some of these guys probably blackmail these models and stuff as well because they don't want these kind of pictures out there to hit the internet and all that other stuff. Some of them do, though. Some of them like leaking their own photography stuff. They like leaking their own nude photos because it brings them more hype, more clout, more buzz. So it works both ways. You know what I mean? But either or, this is extremely disgusting. And the fact that it said that this woman even said that she was raped by this dude in 2012. You know what I mean? Like, that's crazy. She should really dig into that, press charges, and see what's going on. I never understood why women would wait so many years. It's been 7 years, and she's accusing this guy of raping her 7 years ago. She needs to jump on that. Like, people don't understand. When something that tragic happens to you, you need to jump on it ASAP. You gotta get out on top of it ASAP and press the charges. Get the justice done. You know what I mean? So, like I said, I don't know. Just bottom line is, don't work with people that you're not comfortable with. And if you don't feel like you need to be, in a position where you sharing, naked photos of yourself or whatever the case may be, then don't do it. You have complete control over your body and complete control over your career, where you're trying to guide yourself. So if it's something that you're not comfortable with, please don't even do it. All right, moving on. Our next story and final story, we're going to talk about Lil Bow Wow. Shout out to Shad Moss, Lil Bow Wow, Bow Wowski. Bow Wow Wowski. Oh, man. Alrighty, here's the thing. Bow Wow was performing recently, and he was performing a song called Like You that features Ciara. And if you don't remember, he and Ciara used to date. So what this guy does is, as he's rapping, he pauses in the middle of him rapping to say, I've had this bitch first. Now, does this not sound like a simp? Does this sound like a guy he's very unhappy? He's unhappy with his life. He's unhappy at the fact that Ciara moved on and she's dating Russell Wilson, or married to Russell Wilson. I believe they got married. I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that. But, she moved on, my dude. And Bow Wow was super washed. He's been washed for so many years. And for those of you that don't know what washed means, washed up. He hasn't put out any music in a long time. And my thing is this. He wasn't originally writing his music from the jump. We all know that Jermaine Dupri and the record label and the staff and all that, they were the ones helping this dude write his music. Which also lets you know why he hasn't dropped any music. You can't be consistent and you can't keep putting out material if you not the nigga putting out the music, if you don't write the music. That's why a lot of artists, you hear from them 1 minute and then you don't hear from them ever again. Because once the people don't get their money from the verses and the songs that they wrote from you, they stop writing for you. People ain't stupid. They're not going to keep writing for you and hoping that you're going to pay them. If the money don't come through, the verses and the hooks dry up. And your career dries up and you end up becoming washed. If he was creating his own music and creating his own content, he could do verses all day, every day. He had enough money to put a studio in his house. They even got phone apps where you could do verses on your phone nowadays. So with technology, he could be putting out content, doing his own thing. But instead, what is he doing? He's focusing on Ciara and what Ciara's doing. Man, this is some simp shit. This nigga's washed. He needs to get over it. You know what I'm saying? None of his relationships work out. And it's probably because he probably got the little man complex. These little short guys, sometimes they go extra, extra hard. They be having the crazy insecurities because they so short. You know what I'm saying? And Bow Wow has dated some fine women. He's dated some very attractive women. But at the end of the day, it don't matter if you date attractive women if none of the relationships work out. They just end up being a waste of time and resources. So all the time, the money, the energy he spent on wooing these women and driving them around and flying them out and doing all that, all it did was tap his pockets. And the fact that he doesn't create his own shit, he doesn't have any access to making more music and making more hits. You know what I mean? So my suggestion to Bow Wow, stop worrying about everybody else, my dude. You know what I'm saying? Stop worrying about everybody else. Get back in the studio, get with some quality writers, get with some young writers. Here's what you do. Everybody raps nowadays. I'm gonna give you the best advice you can get, Bow Wow, something that nobody else has probably told you. Get with some of these younger, hungry artists that want to be discovered. Let them write your shit in order to do songs with you to boost both y'all clout back up. You see how that works? You get the lyrics from them, which helps you do what you need to do. And then you do songs with the people that's writing your shit so they can blow up too, and then all of y'all will blow up together. There's no reason for you to have had your shot and not be able to continue to put out music. You're not signed. You ain't got a label stopping you. So all you got to do is put out content. You can buy a studio in a box for $500 nowadays. You can go online, do your research, go to Guitar Center and buy a studio in a box to be able to record all your own stuff. So there's no reason why you can't team up with some young, hungry artists that never got a shot, you know, and y'all can put out music together and you can start flooding the industry and get people talking about you again. It's just sad that people want to talk about you for your antics and not for the music. Last time you was talked about was when you got in a fight with a girl and it's like she beat you up and scratched your face up. You know what I'm saying? It's like you shouldn't even be going to blows with a female, man. Like, I just don't understand these beta males, you know what I mean? These beta males be doing the most. So my advice to you, Bow Wow, get you some young blood, get you some youngsters. You know, the internet is powerful. Research them on the internet. Answer some of your direct messages of some hungry artists that are probably in your DMs all day any fucking way. So holla at them, put together a plan, put out some music, and conquer the game. And if not conquer the game, at least, you know, try and do some shit, make you some bread. But anyway, it's your boy Noah Jones, the legendary Noah Jones. Don't forget to like, subscribe, click the bell notification. This was episode 2 of Today in Hip Hop, and I hope y'all enjoyed the show. Tell a friend. All right, y'all. Love you. Peace.